Hi guys, Nancy here with Pretty and LC Designs. Thank you guys for joining me again. Here, let me do this really fast. No, Draco, stop. No, Draco, stop. Hi guys, Nancy, Pretty LC Designs. Thanks for joining me. I'm still working on my Valentine's Day wreath, trying to get it all done this weekend. So you guys are going to see these tutorials back to back. I don't know if this is part 4 or 5. I'm not sure. But if you like this, please like and subscribe. I would love it. And yeah, let's have fun. And oh, bear with me because I've never made one of these before, but I'm going to try it. Nothing like trying, right? Okay. All right, guys. If you see things disappear over to the side, it's because my cat is here. And I'm seeing that my camera is not mirrored. So let me see if I can do that really fast. Okay, guys. Let's see here. Camera. Here we go. Let's mirror it. Can you guys see that better? Is that better for you guys? Or is it backwards? Oh, I think that's going to be backwards. So we're just going to leave it the way it is. Okay. Okay. I have 2 Maine Coon kittens. And you may see their little paws reach across the counter because they do like to do that sometimes. And I don't know if you can hear one behind me, but I don't know what she's got. So I'm going to have to check on her really fast. Stop. Okay. Sorry, I had to send 2 Maine Coon kittens outside. Okay, so this is a Dollar Tree styrofoam form. These are just some, I think they're size 2 toddler little tights. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stuff it with some polyfill. This is my little Cupid bottom, and I hope he comes out like what I'm thinking he's going to, but we will see. I know I'm picturing it in my head, and but right now I'm just kind of, so I'm just going to hot glue a bunch of this polyfill all over him. Okay. All over his bottom. We have I have a cloth that I'm going to use for his diaper, for my little cherub's diaper. I have no idea what these cats are doing. They're right here by my feet now. Surprisingly, they've done really well here in my craft room tonight. They're not usually in the craft room. Well, I have 2 craft rooms. I'm usually a resin crafter, and that's the other room, and I don't let them in that room. I have a air filter and everything in there, but I just don't like them to be in that room. So, yeah. So we're going to be, I'm just shoving, I just got to get a basis going here, and then we'll put this tights on. I'm going to cut them, and I'm going to put some wire in the legs because I have some little shoes that I also want to put attached to them. So hopefully I can get all that taken care of. Now, if you guys have seen any of these videos in this tutorial, I started it out with, in this series, I started it out with making my wreath base. And then I went over to making the angel wing, the cherub's wings. Now I'm doing his bottom. And then I'm going to continue. Then I'll make a couple of picks that I want to put in my wreath. and we'll go from there. See, so it's upside down, meaning the point is at the top. And we're just going to put these little tights on. You really need it flat on the bottom, guys. Don't worry about all this stuff right here. We're just going to shove it in here in a minute anyway. Right? So, okay. Okay. Now, I was kind of thinking is I don't want to have to sew the top. I don't know if the glue will just hold it like it should. So I brought in some rubber bands to do at the top. But I want to shove him with some more in his little, before we start getting into his legs, I want to put more into here in his bottom. Let's see here. Now that I have the base down on him, right? Okay. Now, I think they sell a bottom or some, I couldn't find it on Amazon and I didn't want to wait. I already had the supplies here. I have a little granddaughter. And then, so it was pretty easy that if I would have gotten the wrong size or if these weren't going to work, I can always give her the little tights. But what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to use the rubber band. And I'm going to put a rubber band here for now. Okay, that's the point of the, right? But I want it to, I'm going to move it down to where it's on the inside. Okay. And I want to see it. So I just kind of moved it up that way. And okay. So now, so just kind of push it down just a little bit, you know, get your tights where this is going to be kind of on the inside because you're not going to see it in the wreath. And it'll give us also something to be able to tie onto. Okay. So I have a bottom now, just like this. Okay. I've got this, what is this called? This is called, let me get it for you guys. This is flour sack towels. That's what it is. It's a flour sack towel. I had a whole bunch of them. So I thought I would try to do like a little diaper with it. So I'm going to move him aside just so I can see how to do this. I'm not going to do anything fancy with it, guys, because I've got some ruffle ribbon that I would like to put on him. Again, I'm probably just going to end up using so turn him up this way. You know, this is the inside, right? So what we're going to do is probably going to end up gluing these pieces in like this. I need to make it a bigger diaper. So make it a little bit bigger. Okay, let's make it just a little bit bigger. Have I done this in forever? No, I have not done this forever. So I guess it just depends on what kind of diaper you want to do for your little one. Okay. So I just kind of did it into a triangle, kind of. Well, I mean, I guess it's like a, what is that? Like a Empire Military. It's a B-2 bomber. Probably not what you guys wanted to hear, but okay, so we can fold this part down just so that's a little even. You're going to come up this way. Now this is the front, guys, okay? So this is the front of our diaper, right? So I'm just going to come in here. Again, I'm going to use a rubber band. This is just temporary, guys. I'll come back and I'll fix it the way it needs to be fixed. Okay? Because I know it's not going to fit the way I want just right off the bat. Okay? And we still have to do his legs. And I just need to see if it's going to be a good enough size for me to work with. Okay? We'll figure this out. Cut this part later, glue it, whatever we need to do. Okay? Bear with me, guys, okay? So, this is going to be my little guy right here. We're going to fix his little diaper here. Around his little legs. Okay? Right? Do we need to add more stuffing for his little bottom? I think so. So at least now I know that what I need to do there. But this is going to be, this will be really stuck into there. Okay? Let me see what he's going to look like on my. Okay. Yeah. I'm probably going to make this diaper a lot smaller. But I do like the size of my form. So we'll take that off. And now I'm going to cut the feet out of this. Okay. So I'm going to cut the feet out. And I'm just cutting maybe like 3 fingers. Okay. On both sides. Okay, don't need those. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to roll these up just for a second. Because I need to stick some wires in there, guys. So I have some wiring from what you can use your picks or your flowers if you were to make flowers. It's just some wiring like this. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I want to stick this into the styrofoam. Okay. So it's just inside there. I'm going inside that hole. I'm going to come back and put some glue on that, okay? Just to hold it in there. But this way I can move my leg. So this is actually 18 inches long. So I'm going to do just 9 inches. Okay. That's all I'm doing. So let's get his little leg back up in here. Little opening. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add some hot glue all right there. Just a little, it's a little line. I'm going to take this and I'm going to shove it in where the glue is. Okay. Okay. Then I will actually add some more polyfill on top of that. Okay. So got some more glue in there. And I'm just going to shove some polyfill. Okay. All right. Now you can do like I brought some, what do you call it? Some foam. So you could put some foam in there around your wire, which probably wouldn't be a bad idea. So let me cut a piece of foam. Okay. This is just some cushioning, some foam that came in one of our packages. And I hope it was okay with Mike that I took it. So I'm just going to cut some up. I'm not measuring it. Okay. I'll measure it for you guys though. Okay, that's 11 inches long. I don't need that many inches. I just need it to be about 9 inches. So I just took off. Okay, so we're 8 inches. All right. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back in here. Okay. I'm going to go back in here. I'm going to see if I can shove this wire in here and make a hole. Now you don't have to do this part. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut. So I just cut it in like that. I'm going to shove this around here. Okay. Just like that. So all I'm doing is shoving it in. Okay. Like I say, guys, this is just me, my mind going, thinking, oh, I can do it like this. Okay. I've never seen this done before. I put some glue in there to hold that wire in there. Okay. This is literally me coming up with stuff on the whim. Okay. We're going to do that with the other side. Okay. Let's shove him in there a little bit more. Pull his little pantyhose down, his little legs. And we are going to add more stuffing in there just to make sure we get it in there. Okay. Get his little leg will be a little chunky little leg right there. And it won't have that square look. We're going to get padding around it so it's not square looking. So let me go ahead and cut this one down to about 8 inches. Get back there. I'm going to cut a hole in the middle of it. Not all the way through, guys. Not all the way through. Okay. Kind of like an indentation. See? Just like that. Okay. Just like that. Let's get this up in here. Okay. You guys, I don't ever normally record whenever I'm just winging it. Well, that's not true. I mean, I try to have a plan. And I have the plan in my head. And then I decide that I need to just go with what I'm thinking. So sometimes that's a little hard for me to just kind of say, oh, I'm going to make this. Okay, so I got that in there. And what's good about these styrofoam hearts is they are very sturdy. And so, no, ma'am, leave it alone. Fella, no. Somebody's coming to get my, sorry, my little, my Maine Coon is trying to get, what did you get now? Okay. Sorry about that, guys, but she is notorious for coming in and just picking stuff and going out the door. but she's okay. She's my little company for tonight. Her dad is kind of busy right now. Okay, so all I did was shove that in there like that, okay? Well, you can still see the wire. I don't want to see the wire. Okay. All right, now let's just get to stuffing him up. Get that in there like that. All right, guys, I'm just going to use some polyfoam now. Gonna stuff up some little legs. Kind of round them up a little. Maybe add a little bit more. Don't you just love the little, when the babies, like my grandbabies, they always have that little, the little chunky little thighs and legs, and it's just so cute. You know, I always just want to squeeze the babies. So we can't make him too chunky though, because we don't. He's not a turkey. We're not making a turkey here. Of course, it looks like a turkey to me right now, but I promise you, I'm not going to be a turkey. Oh my gosh. I just pulled it out. All right, let's get back in there. What happened? What happened? All right. Let's see what happened. He came out of the little leg. Let's put him back in there. Okay. I needed to put it on the styrofoam. Okay, guys. For you YouTubers out there that are just wanting a direct tutorial, no talking or anything like that, or me not winging it, your best bet is just to, I hate to say this, but maybe go, I'm just trying to take some of the edges off here, guys. Let's just take a little bit of the edges. Maybe roughen up just a little bit. Okay. Okay. You guys are going to think I'm crazy, but I'm actually going to put little shoes on him. My Cupid has got little shoes. Mainly because I'm not very good at making little toes. But boy, can I look at these adorable little shoes. Look at that. How cute is that, right? He's already got stuffing in them, so I'm going to leave the stuffing in them. But I'm going to kind of move this, kind of bend him up a little, right? And then I'm going to, now this is where we could use another rubber band. So I might have to go get another rubber band. Or if you could maybe just tie it in a knot, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, we got enough. We have enough. Let's tie him in a knot here. Okay. Let's just kind of tie it in a knot. Okay. All right. And then we're just going to kind of shove his little feet in here like this. So I want to put a heart right here on the bottom, and I want to put like little gold, like little wings. Oh my gosh. He needs a little bit more fluff. This cracks me up. Cracking me up. Okay, so there. Now we know how much we need to put in on this guy, right? Oh my gosh, it's cracking me up. Cracking me up. I didn't come back in here and do his round off his leg, but that's okay. I think he'll be fine. All right, so I'm going to shove all of this in here. Okay. Now, my little Cupid, it's got the cute little shoes. So on her diaper, I'm actually going, I mean, on his diaper or her diaper or whatever kind of little Cupid this little guy is. My little Cupid. My little baby. Okay. So we're going to bend his little leg up a little and down. Okay. So there we go. There we go. Let's put a little bit more in there. Okay. And anyway, I got some lace ruffles to put on his little legs. I want to make sure his little legs are kind of, let's see, how did we had him bent like that a little bit, right? Okay. All right, now we're going to tie this in a knot. So I actually ended up, okay, so I cut 3 inches off of this, right? And this is the length of my hand. Let's see here. I have a measuring tape here, actually. So then I'm going to tie a knot in 4 inches. I have another 4 inches. So basically, I cut 3 inches off. I have 4 inches here to make this little, and I'm still going to cut some of it off because I need to shove it down into the shoes, right? I need to shove it down into the shoes. But the wire can at least bend my leg, right? So I can bend my leg up. I can feel the wire in there. We don't need to bend it that much, right? Stuff fell down here underneath the legs. There we go. Okay. Sorry, I have a notebook underneath, back underneath my lap, and my books fell. Right? So let's go ahead and cut some of this off. Remember, it was 4 inches, and I'm cutting off about 1 inch. All right, so baby's wearing this shoe this foot, this shoe. How do you know which foot is which on a baby? They look the same. Okay. Oh. Okay. So we're going to have this one come into here. Now, I didn't take out, they had some stuffing in here, and it has this little cardboard in here. I didn't take those out. So we do need to, I might have to. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Okay. Let's get this bit on here. What is that? Okay. So this is my cherub's bottom, right? This is going to be his wings. Can y'all see that? Okay. I'm going to take this part down here. So okay, his legs fell off. So to make sure that this stays here, I'm going to go ahead and put some glue here. I'm going to I don't think that's really going to stay. You can pin it. But I'm just trying to see if I can get part of it to, we got to put the diaper on still. Okay. So we'll put his shoes on at the end. I'll glue them on. Let's get our diaper folded out. It's really kind of a thick diaper, right? But you need it in a square. So, or we can do, oh, let's do it the way I was doing it earlier, right? Just gonna do it just like this. Kind of folding it into a point. So I guess that would be kind of like a kite formation. And then I'm going to fold this part over. So I'm going to tuck that in. Okay. I'm going to tuck that in. I'm going to take my little baby bottom. Okay. Again, this is the front. This is the side that I don't really care about. Okay. Now here I can tie it. Let's see what his bottom looks like on the side. We can fold this under. So let's go ahead and fold this under just for my little guy. If you end up making one of these, it'll probably be just a little bit different, guys, okay? I'm dropping my baby. Okay. Wait a minute. Where's the front? Which is the back? Just up front. This is the back. Like, wait a minute. Okay. So I'm going to fold this over just like this. You could iron this if you wanted to. I'm just folding it over right now just because I feel like it's going to give me a little bit more of what I'm looking for. So, okay. And then we're going to bring him in like this. Okay. You can pin this. I don't really have any pins here with me. So I'm just going to glue this until I find a pin. Okay. Well, let me see. Do I have any kind of pin? Okay. I have this. Okay. We'll see if it's going to work. So then we're going to tuck this part under as well. Okay. Just to give it a good fold. We're going to take this right here. Right now, I'm just going to tie it. Oh, actually, I kind of need it flat. So I'm just basically going to, I need to get some pins, guys, because this is just not going to work. Let's see if this will work. This is just a piece of metal that I had sitting here. Where's my zip ties? Or not my zip ties, my clippers. Let me see here. Will it go in there? I don't think it's going to go in there. Like I said, guys, I'm just winging it. Okay. Let's see if the hot glue will work. Okay. Okay. I'm just using hot glue. I'm just using hot glue. When you guys see this video, y'all are going to be like, what the heck is she doing? Well, believe me, I say that to myself all the time. All the time. I'm like, what in the world is she doing? Now, I needed to put a wreath attachment pick here, though, too, and I didn't do that. Okay. I did not do that part. So we can tuck him under right here just to make it a little bit more, right? Let's bend our legs up a little. Okay. Now, I want to put ruffles on my guy. I can pull it out of here. I know, it's really weird. I don't know why I want ruffles, but I want ruffles. If I can open this thing. There we go. Hey, look, there's a safety. There's a little pen. I can use this pen right here. There we go. There we go. Now, I can put him here, or we can put him across here. And I don't know. What do y'all think? That's more like for a baby, right? Not a Cupid. Cupid doesn't really have lace. Of course, if we want Cupid to have it, we can. I'll look at it. I'll think about it. I'm going to go ahead and put some more glue in here just to kind of put my diaper in place. Just kind of shove some glue up there. I'm going to get a little bit of it down that way. And what I'm going to do with these guys here, I'm going to go ahead and take that part out. He's got his little laces come out of his little shoe right here. Right? We need some little, I need to tie his little shoes a little bit better. Okay. And yes, I know Cupids don't have shoes, but mine do. Mine do. Where's your other shoe, little boy? Or little girl? She's a little girl. Okay. So these go on the outside. There we go. Okay. All right then. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to hot glue all of this in here. Just going to fill that up with some hot glue. See if I can get my shoe on. Hold it in place. Okay. Oh, dang it. I didn't even tie his shoelaces. I didn't tie his shoelaces on that one. I want his shoelaces out. Sorry, guys. I can glue over his shoelaces, but I didn't want that part. Dang it. Okay, there. Now I have to re-glue all that. My gosh. All right, this time we're going to do it this way. We're going to put the glue on what I'm shoving in. Okay. Now, let's get his laces out of the way. And let's see if we can shove that in there. We need him out. Okay. We need this out. Okay, there. All right. Okay, it's better. Let me untie this shoe here. I'm going to put this back inside here. Oh, I hate that I got glue on his shoelaces. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right. I'm sorry, I got quiet there for a minute, guys. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. No idea what I'm doing. Okay. I need that part in there. There you go. Don't look at the front, guys. Don't look at the front. Okay, we're not worried about the front right now. All right? We are not worried about the front. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is, I want my cherub to be in my wreath. And look like this. Their little shoes. Little legs. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay. Well, all right, guys. So this is him so far. This is what we're going to go with so far. I'm going to come back in and I will finish. I will add some little details to it and we'll get it all in the wreath. Thank y'all. Sorry about this, but thank you guys for being here.